This week's fishing forecast is brought to you by Appearance Plus, detailing, waxing, and shrink wrapping.
Hi, this is Captain Al Lorenzetti for skimmeroutdoors.com, bringing you the weekend update and fishing forecast. This for the weekend of August 30th, 31st, and September 1 on Sunday. Looking at the weather first, a little bit shaky. 10 to 15, gusts to 20, 2 to 4 for the inshore report. Friday's going to be beautiful, but Saturday and Sunday a little on the iffy side. Rain really, not really any rain in the forecast, but a little bit breezy. So let's see. Inshore report first. I fished this week, fluke, numerous, around Fire Island Inlet, but very few keepers. Did have a nice fish of 6 pounds, so here and there are still decent fish being caught. There's some weak fish around. A few. They're starting to kind of bunch up a little bit in certain areas that, remain hot all the time during the year, usually in the spring, but now they're starting to show up, West Channel, Ocean Beach, and they're starting to gang up, like I said, and ready to make the move for the inlet come, late September. A couple of false albies were seen, pretty near shore, a mile or so out. There's still huge bunker schools from 40, 60 to 80 feet of water, miles long. Occasionally one of them is being busted up by probably small sharks. I did hear of a couple of bass that were caught to the west underneath the bunker pods, so that's worth taking a shot at too. You never know what you're going to find there. I even heard of a mahi in a bunch of the bunker kind of herding the school up, but I don't think it was big enough to eat one, but who knows. It's kind of crazy. Let's see. So also the other good news, the water kind of cleaned up now, and the blowfish are back, and they're hungry, and they're big. I did another trip this week with a couple of small kids. We anchored up, put a chum pot down, and we had 20, 25 of the biggest size blowfish you've ever seen in a half an hour. Clam chum, you got to have the chum down there. Little clam or squid on the hook worked fine. So that's another thing to think about. The bottom fishing is getting pretty good. There are also kingfish. We caught some spot. We caught some porgies. So it's pretty good. So definitely, if you have the kids, that's an excellent thing to do. Snappers are showing really well now. And remember, a smaller size snapper is a great fluke bait, for a big, a live one on the hook. Moving offshore, still a lot of small sharks out there, 120 feet, 130 feet of water. A couple of big makos taken to the east. A couple of guys, friends of mine, were out there. They did a canyon trip. They had a fabulous day. They had a night. They had a 350-pound swordfish. They had a 250-pound mako. They had 2 big eye, and finally yellowfin have showed up in the canyons. The tails was hot with 50 to 90-pound yellowfin, false albies, not false albies, the long-fin albacore, also out in the canyons now. Some wahoo, white marlins. So this is the month, the end of August, September, traditionally has been the best out there. So if the weather's good enough, you can get out there. I'm sure you're going to have a great time fishing the canyons, on the troll, and baiting. Also, the bite on the Coimbra, it's still happening. Some days are slow, other days are good, but the bluefin are in there picking pretty well. Troll early, and then jigs and bait during the middle of the day. Anyway, so sorry about last week. Didn't get a chance to do the report. Things got a little hectic, but we're back on and doing it again. So have a great weekend. Catch them up. Have a great time and be safe.